And so here's Toronto, defeated by the Wizards in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
It wasn't just about the bad shooting. It was really more so about the bad offense. They just didn't execute well. The screens weren't there. The spacing was poor, and thusly the defeat.
Well, you've laid out a couple of the details that lead to good offense or bad if you don't execute them. Shooting is just a byproduct of not screening well and not moving the ball or players well. They didn't execute anything on the offensive end.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Bledsoe against Lowry. Knight on the wing. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Knight's got his second bucket of the night. The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
One thing about Eric Bledsoe, he made it clear he wanted to be paid like an upper-tier player. And that led to quite a negotiation between he and the Suns last year. Ultimately, the two sides agreed to a 5-year, $70 million deal. There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
A double-team Bledsoe. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Talking about Eric Bledsoe's contract, many insiders felt like it was too much for a sporadic talent. We knew that he was the good backup in Los Angeles with the Clippers and going to Phoenix in a more prominent role. You know, but he went on to have a dynamic season, proving that, you know, Greg, and you know this position so well, he has the ability to be one of the best league's combo guards, I think.
I agree. I mean, consistency will tell the tale when it comes to Bledsoe. I mean, the rebounds and assists, the averages were up last year, but his shooting percentages were down. So is Bledsoe a near max level player? Only time will tell.
So here's Scola. The Suns getting the bucket. Carroll kicks to Valanciunas. The shot will not go. Chandler with the defensive effort. The Suns have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Knight wide open. Good on the three-point shot. Knight. Knight's got 7. Raptors trail by 4. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. The 3. Not happening that time. His second miss in 5 shots. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. That's good. Carroll's got his second basket of the game.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Knight into the lane. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And the Raptors have been talking about changing things up in the logo department for a while. Finally, we get a chance to see the new logo this season.
As you said, the Raptors with the new logo this year, Greg. Good-looking change, too, I think, Clark.
Yeah, I think it's subtle enough to not lose the continuity, but still feel fresh and new. I like that. That's a nice job of balancing the old with freshening up for the new.
Here's DeRozan. Kicks it to Valanciunas. Chandler with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Chandler. Goes up off the inbound. Morris with the rebound.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
A nice shot by Tucker.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Raptors trail by 6. Lowry with the ball. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Wizards in Washington.
And it just wasn't about the offense. I mean, he was racking up the steals and taking advantage of some sloppy play by the opponent.
And it's DeRozan missing.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
DeRozan against Bledsoe. Chandler is screen, and Tucker has it in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Knight against DeRozan. Bledsoe for 3. The Raptors shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. Morris against Carroll. Feeds to Scola. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Knight. Tipped away. It's stolen by DeRozan. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Bledsoe kicks to Knight. Pass to Tucker. The feed to Bledsoe. And the pass to Morris. Three-pointer. Moves back up. And Chandler lays it in.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Valanciunas with a screen on Bledsoe. Lowry passes to Carroll. Screen by Valanciunas. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. The pit gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now, here is Knight. Last game we saw him score 13. Back to Bledsoe, just 5 on the clock. Hands it from downtown.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? You like their effort level here in the early going. I mean, they're really making things happen for themselves.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Well, the Phoenix Suns came up short in their playoff hopes again last year. They went 17-24 Clark on the road, and that didn't help them out.
Not at all, and you factor in a 6-game road losing streak to end the year. That pretty much closed the door on postseason for them.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. James Johnson's checked in for Scola, and it's Joseph in for DeMar DeRozan. Johnson in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got his 3rd assist on the night. Suns leading by 7.
And guys, with the Suns last year on the road, they had the 17 wins, but only 7 of them came in conference. So a big part of why they missed the postseason.
Covington's shot is off.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now here is Lowry. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Here's Lowry. Valanciunas. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And, you know, as you mentioned, with the Suns, only 7 road wins against the West. 3rd worst in-conference road record of any team. You have to be able to steal wins on the road to make your way to the playoffs out west.
It's his first trip to the line.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
Patterson, he's checked in for DeMar Carroll. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And what you have to like out of Valanciunas last season, improved efficiency. The game really, Clark, seemed to slow down for him.
Yeah, he entered the league a little green. I mean, would make a lot of mistakes, but had excellent tools. So with enthusiasm and hard work, you knew it was just a matter of time with him.
Another 3 for Phoenix.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
The drive by Lowry. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
And for Valanciunas last year, his offensive production was similar to the year before, but he cut down on his turnovers. He also raised his shooting percentage to a career-high 57%, and that, my friends, is improved efficiency.
This is how the Raptors stack up over the last 10 games. First in opponent field goal shooting, 3rd in fewest turnovers per game. And they also show up in the top 5 in assists. They've got scores, and they're a pretty good passing team as well.
And go back to their top-notch defense. They just smother you and impose their will on you. A lot of nights it seems like teams don't even know what hit him.
Biombo, he's checked in for Toronto.
You know, talking about Valanciunas, the light clearly went on last season. He was more assertive, refined his postgame. The next step is to extend his shooting range so he can help space the floor on offense.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Toronto with the ball. The Suns getting the bucket. Pass to Joseph. They set the screen. Plenty of space. Here's Biombo. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
They've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, and it's already got them a +5 margin in the rebound column.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Dishes to Teletovic. The Suns need to get a shot off. Booker. His 3-pointers off the mark. Raptors trail by 5. Outside Lowry. There's the dish to Johnson. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Suns leading by 3. We've got 1:55 left here in the opening quarter. Now Clarkson, 9-point game his last outing. One kick hits to Covington. Carries it from 3-point range. Covington's got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the 3-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Lowry dishes to Johnson. Now here's Joseph. Defended by Booker. Here's Johnson. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Puts it up. And too long on the shot. Raptors trail by 4. The drive by Lowry. Teletovic grabs the board. Well, Phoenix shooting 45% from the field early. He gets stolen by Lowry. And there's Bismack Biyombo on the assist by Lowry.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
40 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Clarkson. Plan a screen. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Toronto's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. It's tipped. There's 21 seconds left here in the first quarter. And it's the Raptors' ball, trailing by 2. Now, here's Lowry. Defense right on him. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. Long range from the inbound. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Suns lead by 2. We'll be back shortly live from the Air Canada Centre in downtown Toronto. And Tyson Chandler, known for being a great teammate, a very vocal leader certainly, he talked about how important that is for an NBA locker room. Don't you need a player like this, Chandler's caliber and character, Greg, to make that kind of a team work? You know, have the that feel in the locker room, that leadership role that everybody believes in and respects?
No doubt about it, Kevin. And that weighty stature is built on experience and credentials, as you mentioned, like having that championship ring or being an all-star. But when you have it and use it that way, the coach doesn't have to worry about the locker room because Chandler has got that covered.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
It's been about the effort. Love the hustle they've shown here in the first.
Yeah, it's due to their hustle, as you said, Greg, and it's showing up on the scoreboard, too.
Corey Joseph is out there at DeRozan. Then it's Damari Carroll. Then it's Johnson. And it's Biyombo at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter.
Listen, no doubt the Suns were a competitive team a season ago.
The Suns lead by 2. And here is Joseph. Pass to Johnson. He kicks it to Biyombo. He feeds it to DeRozan. Carroll with a screen for DeRozan. He dishes it to Johnson. Phoenix grabs the miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Suns did win the games they were supposed to against the East. As you were talking about, Greg, they had no problem with any team, Clark, as you look back on the Eastern Conference.
Well, you look at the record there against the East, 18-12 against that conference, 9-7 against the playoff teams in the East. I'm only one of 9 teams in the entire league that could claim that.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Knight in the corner. Here's Tucker. No good with the triple. Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Joseph, the pass to DeRozan. Johnson, the screen. Off the screen, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Raptors. Scola comes in for Johnson. Now, here is Morris. He had 22 points in the win against Golden State. Bledsoe outside. Stolen by Joseph. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's his first foul. Raptors leading by 3. And DeRozan kicks to Joseph. Back to DeRozan. Feeds to Valanciunas. That one misses. 3 shots, all come up empty. The Suns have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And Bledsoe, here we go, misses the layup. The Raptors have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Joseph dishes to Scola. Screened by Valanciunas. Pops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
Alex Len's checked in for Tyson Chandler. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Bledsoe outside. There's the screen. Morris kicks to Bledsoe. And that time, also a missed shot.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Here's Morris. The Raptors getting the bucket. Puts up the baby hook. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there for Scola.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Let's check out the leaders in field goal percentage as a team. The Suns, number 1.
Just tremendously disciplined offensively. Always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
So it's Phoenix now. 7-point differential. Tucker gets it to go from beyond the arc. Tucker's got his second basket of the night.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Scola sets a screen for Carroll. To the paint. Stolen by Len. Now here's Bledsoe. They picked up 24 points in their last win against Golden State.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him passing the basketball as well. He did a great job racking up the assists.
The Raptors have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. What a season for Alex Len last year. Came in looking to find a spot for the team, and he made huge jumps in this game.
And I think it correlated with his minutes going up as well. I mean, played a lot more minutes, and he's a very complete big guy. With the added minutes, the production has gone up as expected.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Raptors.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high quality shots in the paint.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Now here's Joseph. 14 points from him the last game against Washington, and Carroll gets it to go.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
And so here's Phoenix after the Raptors pick up 2. And it's Bledsoe.
Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam.
And you talk about momentum. That sort of action delivers a type of energy to your team that you just can't quantify.
You know what? I'm going to quantify it right now, Clark. And this is a close game, and that was something special.
And really, in a game, you guys, in a game like this, though, when you have a chance to send a message, you do. And boy, did he ever on that play.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Scola sets a screen for Joseph. 6 on the shot clock. Scola, a screen on Bledsoe. Second shot opportunity, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Alex Len picks one up.
And for Louis Scola, a very different role for him over the last 2 years. I mean, he was a starter for most of his career. Then signed with Indiana, who had David West at the 4. Off the bench, though, Scola still played efficiently, but he was just used to putting up much bigger numbers for other teams.
The Suns making a switch here. Mirza Teletovic is checked in for Markieff Morris. Robert Covington comes in for P.J. Tucker. Booker, he's checked in for Brandon Knight. And it's Clarkson in for Eric Bledsoe. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
And we still aren't halfway through this contest yet.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
And the Raptors call time here. Like you were talking about Scola, he has the physical skills, Clark, to make a difference.
Yeah, he really does. I mean, he's not spectacular in anything, but he's really solid in just about everything. A pro's pro, and he adds value, tremendous value to any team he's on.
The Raptors making a switch here. Lowry's checked in. The Raptors. Lakers have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. At the top of the key, Scola. Outside DeRozan. And the three off target.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Here's Teletovic. He's coming off a 22-point game against Golden State. And here's Covington from the arc. Another three for Phoenix.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
Then the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
Now here's Lowry. 7 points in the game. Out to the right wing. Now here's Carroll. He's tightly guarded. 4 on the shot clock. Fades away. The shot no good.
And sometimes he can hit that deep three, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
Now here's Booker. DeRozan defending, and Booker kicks to Teletovic. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Down low, deflects the pass, and stolen by Booker. Here's Clarkson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Well, last year, Toronto won their division and got bounced down in the first round. Same result, Clark, they had back in 2014.
Yeah, but, despite that sameness, they were an improved team last season, Kevin. They did a lot of the small things better in total, and I thought looked better and more cohesive as a group.
And Toronto making a change here. Patterson's checked in. Got a hand on it, but they'll get another chance. And Carroll gets it to go.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
So for Phoenix, their last game, a win against Golden State.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at him.
Here's Lowry after the Suns pick up 2. And DeRozan. Here we go. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 5 assists in the game. Here's Clarkson. 6 points for him. Kicks to Teletovic. The shot by Len. Wide open. The three-pointer no good. Raptors trail by 4. Moving it up. Here's Carroll. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Suns.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Yeah, another thing they've done well, guys, is getting in the passing lanes. They've been active with their hands, feet have been in good position, and they've come up with a lot of steals. That's making a difference here, too.
Carroll hits them both. Well, I'm sure you guys have heard this, that the nickname that has been given to DeMarre Carroll, the Junkyard Dog, I think it's apropos. Kid drafted out of Missouri back in the 2009 draft.
Yeah, and he actually had to show perseverance to hang around as he bounced around a bit. But I think he's found a home now. You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Now, here's Lowry. He's covered by Clarkson. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Lowry passes to Valanciunas.
Kevin, and looking back over the last month, let's check out how Phoenix stacked up. First in assists, third in scoring, and they're ranked third in field goal shooting. This team has a lot of weapons, and guys are not afraid to share the ball to get good shots.
And how about that assist rate? Great chemistry offensively. Playing with one mind, if you will, all on the same page. That's special basketball we're witnessing here tonight.
Johnson, he's checked in for DeMarre Carroll. Knight's checked in for Phoenix. Pass to Covington. Glenn, a screen. Back to Knight. Shot clock at 5. Inside, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And a quick look at the numbers for Covington. Averaging about 7 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And those numbers solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
He certainly knows his role, and he gives you some good minutes. That's really all you can expect from him at this point.
Biyombo, he's checked in for the Raptors. And Phoenix also making a switch. Chandler's checked in. That's good. And it's 9 points for Kyle Lowry. For Phoenix, they've gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Knight into the lane. Cannot hit. Nice D from DeRozan. Toronto trailing. Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
And guys, Bismack Biyombo, he got into a groove at the end of last season. After Al Jefferson went down, remember the month of April, he averaged nearly 9 rebounds a game, 2.5 blocks. He was all over the floor.
Yeah, and that's Bismack. I mean, he's that guy. He cleans the glass for you, intimidates shooters in the lane. He's not all the way consistent yet, but he's shown steady improvement.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Markieff Morris is checked in for Mirza Teletovic. Warren comes in for Robert Covington. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. And the Suns call time.
Talking about Bismack Biyombo, he entered the league as an extremely raw prospect. Was a 7th pick in 2011. His shot and general awareness were the biggest concerns. But last season, he shot over 60% from the floor. The 2 seasons before that was only 45%.
We've got 1:48 left to play here in the half. It's Knight with the drive, and Chandler throws it down.
Brandon Knight certainly can pass the orange.
Toronto's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter.
And getting back to Biyombo for a moment, he has the potential for a breakout year. I mean, all the physical tools you would want. He's seen enough of the game. He's worked on those skills. Now it's time to just put it all together and become the player your potential dictates.
Now here's Bledsoe. 7 points in the game. Chandler, no good. Johnson outside. Outside Lowry. Phoenix grabs the miss. Morris has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bledsoe outside. Morris a screen. Warren kicks to Morris. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Phoenix looked to be on the verge of making it back into the playoffs last season. And ultimately, though, Greg, they faltered in the second half of the year.
Yeah, it was a 3-team race. And after coming up short in 14, the Suns had the edge early. As you said, Kevin, they simply couldn't keep things going in the second half of the season.
Now, here's Patterson. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Biyombo. That's good.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
29 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Bledsoe dishes to Knight. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. 10 points for Brandon Knight.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
DeRozan with it. He's coming off a 22-point game against Washington.
Yeah, and talk about his scoring. I mean, Kevin, with the defense trying to pressure him, he did a good job of getting them to overcommit and getting himself to the line. You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open.
And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin and Dwayne. A very tight game here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hope you've been enjoying. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. The biggest lead of the quarter was only 3 points as they traded baskets back and forth. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. And let's get your thoughts, big fella, on the Raptors.
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of...
And that'll wrap up our halftime show. The third quarter set to...
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
Take a look at what Carroll's done. He has 20 points, and he's put one three-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him.
Passes tonight. Back to Bledsoe. Morris outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Morris has got 6.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
While we've got a moment here, the top free throw shooters in the league. 5th best, Brandon Knight.
You know, just because they're free, Kevin, doesn't mean they're easy. For him, it looks easy, but to shoot such a high percentage each night takes an awful lot of work.
And that one misses.
Boy, once again, the Raptors were able to put forth a really strong year. You know, the national media recognized it, and the Raptors picked up more and more of the spotlight marquee games as a result.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for T.J. Warren. Well, for a long time, Greg, the Raptors didn't have a lot of nationally broadcast games in the U.S. Seemed like a forgotten team at times, unfortunately.
Yeah, and you know what? A playoff drop is one of the ways that ended that factor. Also, the team plays an exciting brand of basketball. They're a division winner to go along with that, so you start adding those things up, and you see why the Raptors continue to get more and more coverage nationally.
Now, Carroll, 23 points in the game. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Lots of room and no good. Trying to use the glass. The Suns leading. Bledsoe outside. Carroll with the rebound. Carroll's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Lowry against Bledsoe. Here's Carroll. Here's Valanciunas. Banked in off the glass. Valanciunas has got it all tied up now for Toronto.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
The Suns have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
Check out the game for Eric Bledsoe. He's got 10 points, and he's created a lot of chances for his teammates also.
And Clark, some of those assists that he's got today have been just electric.
Suns have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Chandler is screen. And here's Bledsoe. 10 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Got a piece of it. Tucker with the ball. Scola covering. A 3 from Morris. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Well, you know, you look at the Raptors, and they improved in a number of ways last season, but their bench play was one of their bigger improvements. I mean, they had one of the weaker benches in the league in 2014, but they flipped that around last year.
And the Raptors call time here. Greg, one thing about the Raptors last year, they made the moves they needed to in order to be sure to fix their bench, strengthen their bench. It showed on paper and in person.
Yeah, credit their front office. In 2014, they had a bottom 5 bench in terms of scoring. Last season, they flipped that, became a top 5 bench in terms of that scoring, and even had the 6th man of the year leading the way.
Lou Williams. Robert Covington's checked in for Phoenix. And it's Lowry penetrating. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. DeRozan against Knight. That drops. And it's 6 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Lowry against Bledsoe. Down low. Covington in the corner. Shoots the three. Another three for Phoenix.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
And DeRozan kicks to Scola. Can't connect from short range. Bledsoe against DeRozan. Chandler with a screen for Bledsoe. Knight for three. Suns keep it alive. Morris kicks to Chandler. It's stolen by Carroll. Knight against DeRozan. Here's Carroll. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Knight kicks to Covington. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on you.
The feed now to Morris. There's the pass to Chandler. Pulls up. And the shot is long.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Lowry's got space. Phoenix grabs the miss. Morris has got 8 rebounds in this game. Bledsoe with it. Lowry picks him up. Now here's Bledsoe. He's got 10. Chandler with the screen on Lowry. Covington in the corner. 6 to shoot. And again, it's the Suns missing. Raptors trail by 3. Outside Lowry. To the inside. Valanciunas. Good work defensively by Morris.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Valanciunas, good.
You love for any trip down the floor to end with a shot like that.
Phoenix has gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Bledsoe against Lowry. Bledsoe kicks to Morris. Chandler a screen. Back to Morris. Pass to Covington. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Covington's got 14.
You know, Dwayne Casey was once a player at Kentucky, took me and hosted me on my recruiting visit at Kentucky back in 1979. Actually got his coaching start at the school as well.
Carroll dishes to Valanciunas. Outside for Lowry. Right side, Scola. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
As we were talking about Coach Dwayne Casey, he's found his place in Toronto. Took them, Greg, to back-to-back postseason appearances.
And, you know, it's good to see him finally establishing himself as a head coach. Really known as a defensive specialist, but once he gets in charge of a team, he'll have them focused on defense and really stresses that in every practice.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Patterson, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Johnson comes in for Luis Scola. And it's Joseph in for Kyle Lowry. Now here's Joseph. Tight defense on him. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Over the last month, let's see how the Toronto Raptors fared in the NBA ranking. First in opponent field goal percentage. Second in fewest turnovers per game. And they're number 3 in team assists. A group of unselfish players who don't mind making the extra pass.
And go back to their top-notch defense. They just smother you and impose their will on you. A lot of nights it seems like teams don't even know what hit him.
Here's Toledovich, and stolen by Patterson. And the call will be against Alex Len. That's his third foul of the game. Johnson the screen. Here's Joseph. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. No good from the low block. Here's Booker. Off target from outside.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Clarkson with the ball. He's got 6. Len a screen. Dishes to Booker. Jacks up a 3, and that one's good. Toledovich has got his second bucket of the night. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Here's Johnson. And off the front, and in it goes. Johnson's got the game tied up here for the Raptors. Suns have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Now Clarkson, there's a screen. Down low. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Johnson the screen. The shot is off. Now the Suns take it the other way. This game against Toronto here, it's their first look at the Raptors.
Yeah, really a rare treat for the fans. The only time they'll get to see this matchup all season.
Inter-conference action here. 2 games in all between these two teams. It'll be fun to watch.
Shoots from the high post. DeRozan's shot is good. DeRozan's got 10. Here's Clarkson. 6 points for him. The dish to Tucker. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. What a year for the Suns in terms of transactions. Started the season with Dragic and Thomas on the roster and moved them both Clark at the deadline.
And, you know, most folks saw the Dragic trade coming after his disagreements with the team. The Thomas trade was a bit of a surprise, though.
And as you said, the Suns made a flurry of deals at the deadline. You knew they would move one guard, but ended up moving 2. Brought back 1 as well.
Johnson kicks to DeRozan. Goes up on the wing. Another miss by DeRozan.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Pass to Toledovich. He kicks to Clarkson. We've got 1:23 left to play in the third. Len a screen. And Tucker kicks to Len. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. Len's got 6.
When the Suns made all those trades, you kind of figured there would be some adjustment. And they did fall off a bit. Still, they felt what they had wasn't quite good enough going forward, so they got a jump on rebuilding last year.
And the Suns call time.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
And guys, we saw a nice development for James Johnson last year. He was 59% from the floor. Closest he had ever come to that in his 6 years was 46%. What a dramatic Clark improvement there.
Yeah, and I think it was all due to shot selection. He dialed back on the number of threes that he was taking the year before, and his percentage went up.
There's 48 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Len, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that. You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Clarkson kicks to Teletovic. He dishes it to Booker. From about 19 feet, and there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That'll be his second foul of the game. 16 seconds left in the third. And here is Joseph, looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's DeRozan. Rejected by Len. With one on the clock, can't get it to go. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Phoenix. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Suns leading by 3. They've got Damari Carroll out there. Jonas Valanciunas is up.
Oh, my goodness. He's just getting nasty on him now. Wow.
Yeah, now that they've built up a lead, this is when he really breaks out those incredibly slick moves.
Man, like a Ginsu knife, just slicing and dicing.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Scola, no luck. Phoenix with the ball. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. And their road trip is only getting started as that's the second of 6 for them. Len passes to Covington. And it's Phoenix scoring again. Raptors trail by 7. Lowry dishes to Carroll. And Valanciunas kicks to Joseph. Valanciunas sets a screen for Joseph. Back to Valanciunas. Gets an open look and hits.
Now is not the time to be giving him that kind of shot.
And for the Suns, they're shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Len with a screen on Scola. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Covington's shot is off.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And Joseph kicks to Scola. He feeds it to Valanciunas. Baseline try. A second chance effort. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
Morris a screen. And here's Covington from the arc. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
Outside Lowry. Joseph the pass to Carroll. Banked in off the glass. Carroll's got 27.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Now, here's Clarkson. Feeds it to Len. Kicks to Covington for the 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Outside Lowry. Scola at the elbow. Passes it to Carroll. And there's the feed to Joseph. Hangs, but they get it back. Tries yet again. Here's Booker. Morris dishes to Covington. From beyond the arc and then some. Covington's got a couple of three-pointers now. On the fourth for Phoenix.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that as the height mismatch immediately.
That was the case with him when he was playing in Lithuania, Clark, and it's the case now.
It still sure is the case. I mean, it's hard to find a guy with this combination of size, athleticism, and fluidity. Just a tad over-aggressive at times, but I'd rather have to turn a guy down than to turn him up.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Jeff Hornacek had to say to his team. He told his team to keep looking for three-point opportunities, saying their perimeter defense isn't doing a good job getting out on our shooters. So let's keep firing away until they decide to guard us.
And thank you for that, Doris.
And watching Valanciunas rebound, it's clear he has all the tools. Great anticipation, really looks to box out. Strong vertical, might just need to add some strength to become a perennial 10-rebound-a-game guy.
And for Valanciunas, he's been working on his defensive consistency. Last year, he actually increased his blocks per game while lowering his fouls per game. That's a big step forward in his development. We've seen Luis Scola playing a good game here. 8 rebounds, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. They don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
Knocks it loose. Bledsoe with him. Picked up by Joseph. Up top, Bledsoe. The pass to Tucker from past the arc. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
And that's an aggressive play to try to get the rebound. Just a little too aggressive.
And unnecessary. That's over the top. That's doing too much, Greg. He wasn't in good position there, and he was never going to get the ball. He just wasted a foul.
Valanciunas sets a screen for Joseph. Chandler with the block. Pass to Tucker. Bledsoe dishes to Knight. Joseph with the rebound. Joseph's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
And for Kyle Lowry, a guy who just has an unbelievable nose for the basketball, the triple-double comes naturally to him now. Top 10 in the league the past 2 seasons. In his short time with the Raptors, he's already their career leader in that category.
Raptors trail by 4. And Joseph kicks to Scola. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. Yep, right through the net. Scola's got 6 here in this quarter.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Lowry against Bledsoe. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when the team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Tucker with the ball, picked up by Joseph. Morris with the screen for Bledsoe. Up off the screen, and Morris throws it down.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Inside, here's Valanciunas. Chandler with the defensive effort. Suns leading by 6. Guys, this offense very effective.
Going right at him.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Dishes it to Morris. Three-pointer. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe. Has got 5 assists in the game.
The defense better start paying attention and taking care of business because he's been great from the arc this half.
Lowry kicks to Scola. Screen by Valanciunas. The dish to Carroll to stop the run. Rebound by the Suns. Chandler's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
You know, there was a time when some thought Tyson Chandler would be a draft bust, but you know, it took some time before he found his niche and has been one of the best bigs in the NBA for the span of his career. You know, that shows you also when you draft guys out of high school, they're going to need a couple more years to really define who they are as players.
And the Raptors making a change here. DeRozan's checked in, and the Suns making a change here as well. Robert Covington's checked in for P.J. Tucker. To the paint, it's stolen by Morris. Bledsoe against Lowry. And Bledsoe, here we go. Covington kicks to Morris. The three-pointer off the mark. Chandler was a bit of a late bloomer, but you can't argue with his presence on the floor now.
Well, he won a title and embodies what you need to do in order to win titles. I mean, Chandler makes all the difference on defense, and that's why teams will just still want him even late in his career.
And here's Covington from the arc, and Scola pulls it down. Raptors trail by 11. Lowry passes to Scola. Carroll kicks to Valanciunas. Comes up empty down low.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Covington's shot is off. Toronto's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Took him no time at all on that one. Scola's got it back down to single digits for the Raptors.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Bledsoe against Lowry. Bledsoe dishes to Knight. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. That's 12 points for Brandon Knight.
Now, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots. And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Bledsoe passes to Morris. Nailed from three-point land. Morris has got 8 points in the quarter.
He is sizzling from the arc.
Raptors shooting only 35% in the fourth quarter. The offense looking a little rickety. And DeRozan, here we go, and that one's good.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Pass to Chandler. Outside Knight. Bledsoe outside. 4 on the clock, and the dunk by Chandler.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Raptors trail by 12. Outside DeRozan. No good. And Phoenix will come the other way.
Phoenix.
Timeout called. The Suns. They lead by 12. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. Thing about DeMar DeRozan, he came into the league fairly unpolished, struggled to handle the ball, created then his own shot, and but sometimes he would create for others too.
Yeah.
But he's settled down. You can see the growth.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. You could see the physical talent was there in terms of him playing the two. The question was, could he make the commitment mentally to become a great player? Well, from what he's done the last few years, I would have to say he's definitely been able to do that.
And the Suns making a change here. Len's checked in. Inside, Covington, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
And, you know, getting back to DeRozan, he's put a spit shine on his offense. Over the past 2 seasons, averaged over 20 points a game, was also good for 3 or 4 assists, showing everybody how work ethic can overcome unrefined skills.
You know, for DeMar DeRozan, scary to think that he's still scratching the surface of his potential. Made his first All-Star appearance in 2014, was a little dinged up last year, but still very effective. No doubt he's the real deal. And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Suns.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, remarkable team effort, Kevin. Everybody got involved, and that paid dividends.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. So I think the next game will be hotly contested.
A good win, and a lot went into it, but I just like the showing for Morris. You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
And here are the Raptors now, trailing by 13. There's the triple. Eric Bledsoe with the rebound. And it's blocked by DeRozan. Johnson. No good there. So it's the Suns winning easily here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA